we are going to do something like Pharaohs. That's gonna happen. There's no fucking way. If I got money, just like them, bro. They found someone to pay a couple mil. They're like, dude, let's just fucking spend it all. Let's just make this shit dope as fuck. And they did, and I'm never gonna forget that weekend, dude. That's what I'm trying to do.
What's Pharaohs again? What's that?
Childish Gambino had this like festival of his own. It's not like a festival.
Oh, really? It's
But it was
dope.
like he rented out part of the Joshua Tree National Park and put like a dome out there that was the venue, and then it was like a planetarium basically. So he projected all this art stuff throughout the entire show on top.
They were dressed up in like neon highlighter, like I guess tribal-esque like wear, and you had to put your phone in like a sleeve so that way you can record the show.
No pics.
That's cool as fuck. It's crazy. I'm actually like a really big Childish Gambino fan. Have you guys watched Atlanta? Have you guys seen Atlanta?
Yeah. Can't wait for the new seasons.
Bro, that is the greatest TV show I've ever seen. I think like there's like my top 5 TV shows of all time is like Atlanta's number 1. I don't even know if I have a top 5, but I know like Atlanta, Parks and Recreation, Community. So wait. So Atlanta, Parks and Recreation, Community, and that's really it. Those are my top 3. I don't really have. I would just say top 3, but yeah, Atlanta's definitely the.
Let me say my top 3. Let's go. We're gonna go Scrubs. We're gonna go. Fuck. I don't really know my top 3. I lied.
You want me to go? I know mine.
Go.
Is it any TV shows, or are we talking like sitcoms?
Any.
I was doing TV shows because I definitely would have said like Death Note, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna say.
I think that counts.
Nah, because it's an anime. I don't. I'm
okay, we're separating it.
Yeah.
Okay. So would I be able to put like Atlanta, Scrubs, and Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Those are my top 3 for sure.
Damn, that's fast.
Dude, I've watched all of those more than once. I already know they're my favorite.
Okay.
Like
I've seen Atlanta like 3 times, but yeah, I feel that.
Dude, those were like some of the best times at your old place, Mike, when we had the projector and we would go over the night that Atlanta premiered. We would all just be smoking up in the backyard, having fucking snacks. Lived right next to Circle K, so we could just walk over there, come back. We would watch the premiere, and it was all the homies, dude. That shit.
Some of the homies brought fruit. Remember that? They'd bring grapes.
Mm-hmm.
That was fire.
Yeah, dude. Once the new season starts, we gonna bring that back. I'll get a projector just for that.
We have a location already that would let us use it.
Wait, what you mean? We can like open it up to the public?
Well, I mean, theoretically we could if you wanted to.
Oh, we could. Do some more movie, TV show nights. I'm with it for Atlanta. Cool. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's just dope. I think episode 8.
Is that the one where they're doing my favorite episode is where they're spoofing the stuff. You know what I mean? They're like Swisher pre-dumps.
Oh, yeah.
They have Mickey's Fine Malt. Like that shit was my favorite. And then the dude with the charger with no fucking pants on. Like that was the best episode.
My favorite episode's when Paperboy hangs out with that chick, and then the episode's all about being real. You feel me? And then he ends up like dipping out on her, and he like walks home or whatever. And then those fucking kids or whatever, those teens, they fucking like jump him and shit, and they almost shoot him and shit. And he goes into the woods, and then he like the dude's all like that homeless guy or whatever. That was literally the dopest episode I've ever seen. I was like, wow, this is so dope.
What about the barber episode? That shit was fucking good, bro. Oh my god.
I think about that episode. I think about that guy, and I'm like, yo, let me just like work as hard as possible. It's like never ever in my life,
dude,
be
hustling
next to someone like that
24/7. That guy was just going in and just taking Paperboy for the ride for as long as he could.
That was the craziest shit to me.
And then, dude, the jail episode, that was like the second episode or third episode.
Yeah,
that shit was like so fucking not hard to watch, but like jarring. You know what I mean? Like that. The whole thing with like the dude who's like mentally ill, obviously, and then the fucking security or the correctional officer fucking whacks the shit out of him. I was like, you know that shit's happening regularly.
Yeah, that was definitely one of those moments for sure.
And then the whole
No,
the whole thing where they're talking about the guy who's like in love with the trans person that's there, and they're like,
yeah,
oh man, Atlanta's
no,
brilliant.
it's funny, fucking the Drake episode when it's like a Drake party and then
Oh,
Drake's not really there. Bro, if you go on YouTube and type in Drake party, there's a literal party that happened, and it's like a 5 minute video of everyone's like Instagram stories and Snapchat stories all put together, and Drake's not in a single one of them. But it's at his house, and this is a real party. I just came across this on some like deep YouTube shit, just like on YouTube, just fucking around, and then it just like was on my feed, and I was like, oh shit, like that was a real event. Like I don't know if they based the episode off that. I don't know. So I'm like, whoa, like people actually pulled up to Drake's crib on some random shit. Not like random shit, but like I guess he threw a party and he really just wasn't there, and he wasn't in any of the Instagram stories.
the
That
part
was
where they had
insane.
the cutout of him was the best.
Yeah.
Like they could go take pictures. What was the name of the episode with the guy that was obviously supposed to be like Michael Jackson?
It was
Oh
like the
man,
piano or some shit, or like I don't even know what the
What was his
that shit was
fucking
that
crazy.
name?
episode was creepy as fuck.
Teddy Perkins.
Yeah,
It was the episode right before the Drake party.
I think that episode made like Lakeith Stanfield one of my favorite actors for sure. But
Fire. He
you guys,
makes music too, I think, or
I
like has
think
put out music recently.
I've come across his music once or twice, but
It's not
have
bad.
you seen a Knives Out?
Yeah, that's good.
That was a good ass movie. That shit was crazy. I was like, oh shit, like
It's like a detective thriller, but
yeah,
and Lakeith is Daniel Craig's like assistant detective, basically.
yeah.
It's fire.
That was a good ass movie. And the thing is, I saw that movie on a whim on some like
Same.
I went with this chick and shit, and like we were just like, let's go see a movie, and then she was all like, kind of like, what do you want to see? And I was just like, nah, fuck it, let's just see what's up when we get there. And like Knives Out was on there, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. And then I just like watched it, and I was like, damn, that was actually really good. Like that was a really good movie, like for real. And it didn't even have to be no like Avengers ass like like theatrical fucking
But tell me why Chris
extravaganza.
Evans is in it.
Right? Crazy.
They have a crazy cast. Like it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I watched it on Amazon Prime. I don't know if you got that, Mike, but
Bless you, bro.
if you do, you could watch
Yeah,
it
I do.
there. It's good.
I gotta check it out.
I recommend.
Yeah, I love Lakeith. Bro, I was listening to Mark Maron interview Daniel, damn, I forgot his last name. But
Damn,
in
Daniel.
Judas and the Black Messiah, he plays Fred Hampton.
Daniel
He men-
Kaluuya or something like or Kalawi.
yes, yes, perfect. He was talking about Lakeith's role in the movie and like how people like hated him. And he's like, yo, man, I kind of hated myself too, because like, he was playing the role from the perspective of knowing everything, so like he just wants to make sure he like shines light on this character a specific way because
Mm.
he's a shit ass person.
Thing is, I really wanted to watch that. I just was trying to figure out a way to like movie 1, 2, 3 it, but I couldn't figure it out.
Couldn't figure out how to get it into full screen.
Facts, bro.